Good morning. I'm meteorologist Michael White. This is our webcast on fox10tv.com for Friday morning. Rain going to be making a return appearance today. And I know after what we dealt with on Christmas, a lot of you are probably curious as to just how bad things might get around here. And I promise it's not going to be even in the same universe as what we dealt with on Tuesday. This will primarily be a rain event, but a few thunderstorms will emerge, some of which could be a bit strong. But severe weather potential looks very low for today. And as far as your weekend forecast, sunny and cooler, but we could end up with seeing more wet weather by the time New Year's rolls around. Now, here's a look at the Fox 10 Storm Tracker at 9:10 a.m., the time we're recording this update. And you can see almost all of you are dry with the exception of Greene County. But even then, we just saw that shower dissipate on the last radar update. We had a very small little shower right around McLean and coming into Leakesville, but dry air just swallowing it up. And our air is very dry right now. Dew points are extremely low. Temperatures as of 9 a.m. are in the lower 50s. You notice the warm air around New Orleans, their temperature is 66, and their air much more humid with dew points in the mid-50s. But our dew points are in the mid-40s, and with air that dry, it's going to be hard for rain to reach the surface. What we're expecting is warm air advection from the south and west moving in across our area. As that happens, we'll turn warmer and we'll turn more humid. Highs today will reach 65 degrees. We'll have about a 70 to 80% chance of rain, primarily after midday and carrying over into the late afternoon and early evening time window. And like I said, it's primarily going to be just a rain event, but a little lightning and thunder will show up primarily south of I-10 along the coastline. Skies mostly cloudy. You can see the heavier pockets of rain are along the surface low and along the cold front, and that's basically west of Baton Rouge. Some of you dealing with some light rain, some moderate, some heavy. It just depends on the spot, and it's all moving from southwest to northeast. This entire line, though, is heading in our direction, so that means we're going to end up getting southwest to northeast constant flow of rain for a few good hours as we head in towards late this afternoon and tonight before that line pushes eastward and out of our viewing area. What we're not expecting to see happen is the dew points surging to incredibly high levels. If that were to happen, we would have a significant severe weather threat, but the higher instability is going to be out over the open waters of the Gulf. So that basically means we should not deal with the severe threat, but one or two may show up. But even if they do, it's not going to be anything like what we saw on Tuesday. As far as the Futurecast model, we'll stop the clock at 5 this evening, and that's when most of the rain and storms are going to be pretty much on top of the entire viewing area. Rain gear a necessity, driving cautiously home from work a necessity, but by 10 o'clock this evening, the cold front will be right on top of us. It pushes eastward after midnight. The sky clears out, and the weather pattern will look good for your Saturday. So the high today going to be 65. Rain and storms looking likely with a south wind at 5 to 10, but tonight the storms will end after midnight, and lows will be dipping down into the mid-40s. Up on the 7-day planner, sunny and cool for your weekend. New Year's, temperatures start warming back up, and we get another shot for rain, about 50 to 60% as we head in towards New Year's Day, as well as on January 2nd as we head in towards Wednesday. That's a look at your webcast. Thanks for watching right here on fox10tv.com.